It's exactly as I pictured. A quiet, pleasant village, not too large, the perfect place for a new school teacher to begin his career. Actually, I hadn't even heard of Kolyenchikov until I saw an article that a Dr. Zubritsky placed in the college journal. Although the position was in a remote village in the Ukraine, I jumped at the chance. But I don't mind telling you that my heart is pounding with excitement. I have this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature.
Elena? Lemonov? Marushka? Olga? Where are you?
Good morning.
Good morning! Did you happen to see 2 dozen sheep?
2 dozen sheep?
Yes, there were 14 of them.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you see them, would you give them a message?
A message for the sheep?
Yes, tell them that the shepherd is looking for them, and they should tell you where they are, and I'll come and get them. Thank you.
Wait. What is your name, please?
Snetsky.
And your first name?
How soon do you need that?
Never mind. Forget your first name.
I did.
I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, and I'm to be the new school teacher.
Is that a fact? I am very honored to meet you, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I am something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
You don't understand. I'm going to live here and teach here. I am, if I may say so myself, an excellent teacher.
Oh, they all were. They came by the thousands. But not one of them lasted through the first night. Oh, it's so hard to blow these. I don't know how the sheep do it.
You've had thousands of teachers?
More. Hundreds. There isn't a town or village more stupid in all of Mother Poland.
Russia.
Whatever. All good people, mind you, just not a decent brain among them.
Wait, are you telling me that every man, woman, and child?
All stupid, including me. Talk to me another 10 minutes and you'll begin to notice.
I was hired by Dr. Zubritsky to teach his young daughter.
Teach his daughter? Impossible. 19 years old and she recently just learned to sit down. She's hopeless. She doesn't even know the difference between a sheep or a duck. Not that it's an easy subject, mind you. Which reminds me. Elena? Lemonov? Marushka?
Thank you, Citizen Snetsky. I enjoyed our chat.
As did I. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Of course, just mention my name to anyone. Something Snetsky the sheep loser.
Excuse me, sir. Would you have the time? Oh, certainly. It's 9:30. What is the time? It's 9:30. Fascinating, but would you have the time, sir? I do. I just told you. It's 9:30. I'm not sure I understand. What is 9:30? The time. You asked me what time it is, and I tell you, it is 9:30. I arrived here on the 9 o'clock train from Vladivostok. It took me 10 minutes to collect my baggage and to orient myself towards Dr. Zubritsky's. Another 10 to walk as far as the pasture there, and most of an eternity to talk with that infuriating shepherd. That makes it 9:30. My watch says it's 9:30. You asked me what time it is, it's 9:30.
I beg to differ, sir. My friend here, Augusta Carla Luisa Denosovich, asked you if you had the time. 2 entirely different things. Did you say your watch told you the time? Ooh, I should love to hear that. I can't say I've ever heard a timepiece speak. Nor I. Of course, the town clock chimes, and if one is clever enough, one can discern the time from the ringing of the bells. That is, if the clock is properly wound. Without question, if the clock is properly wound, and if one is clever enough. Which has brought us to you, sir. Yes, you look clever enough. One might even be disposed to say you look positively lucid. Brilliant, even. So, would you have the time, sir?
You are Augusta Elena?
Carla, sir. Augusta Carla Luisa Denosovich, but those who know me just call me Tick, sir.
Tick. Don't tell me. Those who know you call you Talk?
I told you he was brilliant. You did. You used that very word. Oh, but now I'm embarrassed. I've forgotten this learned man's name.
Actually,
as have I. We must know him as he certainly knows us. Those who know us do call us Tick and Talk. And you heard him as clearly as I. He just referred to us both by those moniker
And I'm going to be the new school teacher.
Another school teacher?
We should have known.
So clever.
So brilliant.
So tragic.
Tragic? How so?
Perhaps we should ask him if he has the time before he forgets everything. An excellent idea. Excuse me, sir. Would you have
The time. Yes, I do. Would you like the time?
No, sir. Not really. We just need your help. Would you have the time to help us, sir?
Would I have the time to help you? Is that what you've been asking?
I told you he was brilliant. He should be a school teacher.
I am a school teacher. The new school teacher. Come here to Kalienchikov to teach.
Tragic.
What's tragic about it? Teaching is a noble profession. Learning is one of the highest ambitions that a person can have.
Oh, yes, sir. We used to agree. Yes, indeed. When we were school teachers, we said the very same things.
You were teachers?
We were, sir, until we forgot everything. But now we take care of the town clock. Which reminds me, sir, would you have the time?
How can I be of service?
We need to wind the town clock, but can't remember whether to wind it clockwise or counterclockwise.
I would love to assist you two. Perhaps I should drop my baggage off at Dr. Zubritsky's, and then can I meet you at the town clock after that?
An excellent idea.
We'll meet you at the town clock!
Oh, it's the large clock-shaped structure just at the center of town.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, I almost forgot. Would you have the time, sir?
Yes, I do. I will meet you at the town clock shortly.
Very kind of you, sir. Very kind indeed. But if you had the time, it would be most beneficial. The clock's wound down. You see, it stopped. Perhaps you would be so kind as to bring your talking timepiece again.
Yes. When I have the time, I will bring the time.
Ingenious fellow! Amazing fellow! The new school teacher! Ah, yes. Tragic!
Good morning, Butcher.
Good morning, Postman. A beautiful sunny day, isn't
Is it? I haven't looked up yet.
Where are you going?
It's closer over here. Oh, yes. Lovely. Very nice.
Do I have any mail?
I'm the postman. I've got all the mail.
Oh, my sister in Odessa hasn't been feeling well lately. I was hoping I would hear from her.
It's rather hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Perhaps she sent a letter.
Fish, fresh fish, nice fresh flounder and halibut, a great piece of carp for lunch.
Good morning, Angela.
Try the haddock. Isn't it a beautiful fish?
What do you mean, fish? Those are flowers.
They didn't catch anything today. Why should I suffer because the fisherman had a bad day? Try the carp. Isn't it a beautiful fish?
I'm sorry, Slovich, I don't have any letters from your sister. But I do have a nice letter from the shoemaker's cousin. Would you like that?
Is she sick? I hate reading bad news.
No, in perfect health. Take it, you'll like it.
Can you believe that my daughter hasn't written me in over a year?
Doesn't she live with you?
That's a good thing. Otherwise, I would never hear from her.
Thieves! I'm telling you, thieves! There's no one to be trusted! What? Trotsky left. Where's the constable when he's needed? What's the use of public support for a government goon squad if they aren't even around to support the public when they're needed? Constable, I've been robbed!
No. That's Yenshna. Left, Trotsky.
Public servants? Ha! Tools of the rich. That's all they are. They help the fat cats maintain their stranglehold over us by letting us cheat and steal our baubles from each other. Ugh. We use up all the precious energy we need for a revolution by stealing and re-stealing, fighting, and demanding revenge for what? For each other's meaningless trinkets?
Calm yourself, Trotsky. There's no need to get so upset.
No need, she says. No need to worry when even in a small village you can trust your fellows. That's the trouble with the common man. He's common! How can we ever create a state where we aren't subjects to a bourgeois elite, slaves to an unjust and arbitrary social hierarchy, if we can't even treat each other like brothers?
Actually, I can't say I trust my brother. He used to steal all my stuff.
Again with the stealing! We are surrounded by thieves! Magistrate!
Trotsky!
What's the matter now?
He's all excited. He came to my house pounding on the tree next to my door. What? Yelling about a great treasure or something like that.
Her? A great treasure? Oh, but a blind fool like her come across a great treasure.
A great seizure, that I could see her having.
I heard all the noise and I looked out to see her thumping off great chunks of bark to my tree. And I asked her, Trotsky, what's the matter? She shouted and swung her fist with great ferocity, saying that she'd been wronged.
And she hate you.
Oh no, I ducked.
Thank God.
And fell upstairs into the tree.
So, Trotsky, what is this great treasure?
What was it? It's been stolen.
What was it then?
Only the rarest, most unattainable prize one could hope for.
A chicken with 3 drumsticks?
No, the moon! I captured the moon! I came out last night to get a drink from my rain barrel. I pulled the cover off, and what do I see but the moon? The entire, shining, beautiful moon right there in my rain barrel. A whole new world, unpolluted, unpopulated with aristocracy, and I had it right there at my fingertips.
What did you do then?
I slammed the cover back down. I wasn't about to let that little puppy escape. I checked on it several times throughout the night, and each time I pulled the cover off, there it was, shining. But when I came to look at my treasure in the daylight, it was gone!
Good morning. I'm Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, and I'm to be the new school teacher.
Mishkin, the postman. Slavich, the butcher.
Yenchna, the fishmonger.
Elena,
the nurse. And
this is Trotsky, the village idiot.
have you seen the moon?
No, I'm sorry. I arrived here in Klienchkov this morning.
I'm watching you. That should keep you busy.
Yeah, I was just talking to a shepherd named Snetsky.
Oh, yes, something Snatsky. We know her well.
She was pleasant enough, although, and I hope I don't seem unkind, a little bit deficient in her mental alertness.
That's Snetsky, all right. She was hit in the head by a horse.
Oh, well, when was that?
Oh, Monday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Friday? Twice on Friday and all day Saturday.
What lovely and fragrant wares you have to sell, madame. Perhaps I should buy a few for my new employer. How much are they?
Well, the flounder is 2 kopecks and the halibut is 3.
I beg your pardon?
Oh. If it's too expensive, I have a nice whitefish for 1.5.
No.
Thank you.
Perhaps the dialect is a little bit different in this part of the country. Well, I'm off to Dr. Zubritsky's. Would one of you be as kind as to direct me towards his home?
That way.
Very well, perhaps I'll go in the one direction that you haven't pointed to. A pleasure meeting you all. Oh, hello again. Have you found your sheep?
Unfortunately.
How so?
Well, they were up the hill, among the Countess's gardens. Devoured half of her arugula.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, I'm off to Dr. Zubritsky's.
Who is that? The new school teacher. Another one? I just met one a few minutes ago. They must be having a convention here.
He's just like all the others we've had. He's just like all of them. He'll never break the curse.
What curse?
The one that made us stupid since the day we were born.
That one. I've been stupid for 22 years. How about you, Snetsky?
I'll be done 31 in July.
33 for me. What about you, Yanchna?
You should know not to ask a woman how long she's been stupid. Shameful.
Shame on you.
What o'clock already? I would never thought it possible to get so lost in such a little village. No one seems to know where Dr. Zubritsky lives. Do you know where he lives? I'm beginning to think he doesn't live here at all. Wait, I've been here before. This clock looks familiar. Our friend, the schoolmaster, a fellow of infinite wisdom, a man among men, a man of his word. He said he would meet us at the town clock.
Precisely at the clock, in the middle of town.
Exactly what he said.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure that's right.
Whatever do you mean, my friend?
I don't think we did meet him at the town clock, did we? I think it was over there, closer to Snetsky's pasture.
You were absolutely right. When we met him, he had just finished talking to the shepherd. I remember he introduced himself. He knew our names.
We weren't anywhere near the clock.
He must have lied.
How could he? A school teacher and a liar? Shame on you.
How are you to be trusted?
Disgraceful.
Repulsive.
Not to be believed under any circumstances.
Good afternoon.
Not very likely. No, indeed. It's probably evening.
And it's probably a terrible evening at that. Positively terrible. I can feel it in my bones. I can assure you two, it is not evening. Here, you afternoon, and the only terrible thing that I can see is I still haven't found Dr. Zubritsky's.
It's that talking timepiece again.
It probably lies as well.
Of course, what can you expect? It belongs to a liar.
You can't get yogurt from a pickle.
You need a turnip for that.
If only the clock was working, we could show him to be the liar who he is.
Oh, woe is us!
I could help you two get the town clock working if you'd like.
You can? Do you have the time?
Not only do I have the time, but I have the time.
How lucky for us he came along like he did.
And how generous of him with his time. And with his time.
Exceedingly
A
generous.
philanthropist.
A paragon of virtue.
A man. Excuse me, you two. I suppose it would be too much to ask that either of you have the key to wind the clock.
The key?
Yes, the key. You take the key and you put it in the small hole up there and you wind it to make the clock work. You wind the key!
Of course! No wonder we were having so much trouble.
What were you trying to wind?
The
clock, of course, but neither of us could budge it.
It seems to be stuck in the ground somehow.
Never mind, you two. I'll show you how the thing works. Yes, doctor.
Here you are, Michigan. Oh, no, nurse. Don't give him the exam. Make him take it.
Sorry about that.
Give me that. You heard the doctor. You're gonna have to take it.
Are you sure about this?
Ha, you big sissy. You want your exam? Huh? What are you gonna...
Now what?
Well, read the top line.
HSK3N.
Yes, nurse, cover one eye.
Yes, doctor.
Now read the top line again.
HOSDV.
Yes, nurse, cover the other eye.
Yes, doctor.
And again.
VSHQ. Is that right?
I don't know. I can't read. Nurse, check Michigan's throat.
Yes, doctor.
Open wide. See out your tongue.
Oh, doctor. You should see this. His tongue, it's black.
Say ah, please. Wider, please. So, been doing any fishing lately? I see, koi, huh? Don't want me to let your boss know you've been down by the river while you're on duty, huh? Well, no need to say more, my friend. So, where's your favorite spot? A secret spot, huh? Still not talking. It's all right. You can tell me. What kind of relationship are we to build here, Michigan? You trust me to remove your appendix, but you won't let me in on your secret fishing spot. Nurse, you take over. Here. Check his reflexes.
I think you can uncup your eyes now.
Oh, it's much easier this way.
Why did you hit me?
Check Michigan's heart.
Yes, doctor.
Doctor, I can't hear anything. You have to put it in your ears.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Well, I've got some good news for you. You'll live to have many grandchildren.
I've already got many grandchildren.
Then I've got some bad news for you. Here's a prescription.
What is it for?
I don't know, some people like prescriptions. Take it to the druggist, pick up something you like, and take it 3 times a day with a little bit of water. Goodbye. Nurse, can you walk Michigan home?
Surely.
Lenya! He's here. He's come. He arrived about 2 minutes ago. He's young. He looks strong, determined. Maybe he'll be the one, Lenya. Maybe this one will finally be our salvation.
Calm yourself, Nikolai. Who's come? Who will be our salvation?
You know, the ones who they come, and we had one once, but no more.
Oh God, I know who you mean.
And they have a place, and you go to that place.
And they point to you and they ask you if,
And they say, why didn't you? Next time I'll make you.
and he's outside.
He's just down the street.
Oh, well, show him in, Nikolai, show him in, and pray God this one will deliver us and all of Kolechikov from this. Oh God, what is it we have again?
Oh, I know what you mean. It sounds like nurse.
Nurse!
Or hearse.
Hearse!
Something like that.
Or something like that. Or is it a knock?
We have a
Oh,
knock?
yes, open the knock. The other way.
Won't you come in, young man?
Dr. Zubritsky, Mr. Zubritsky, I am delighted to be in Kolyenchikov. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
So you are the new.
Yes, I am he.
Oh, it's he, Nikolai, the new.
But you look so young to be,
Oh, not at all. I think in time you'll find I am one of the best young... Well, I don't want to be immodest.
No, please be immodest. We love immodesty.
the more immodest the better. The best young what? What?
The best young teacher in all of Russia.
Teacher, the new teacher is here.
Thank God, the teacher is here.
Thank you. I'm most gratified this most warm and overwhelming reception.
Oh, make yourself at home, teacher. Take off your coat, teacher. Nikolai, bring the teacher a cup of tea. Oh, sit down, teacher.
Would you like some tea, teacher? Or maybe some pens and paper, teacher? Perhaps you would like to start teaching right away, teacher.
Well, no one is more eager than I. But, oh, Mr. Zubritsky, these are for you.
Oh, whitefish. I saw them on sale today. Thank you.
Oh, how can we help you?
Well, perhaps I should ask a few questions before we begin.
Questions! That's what they ask when they point to you and you don't know. He knows what questions are. This one's gonna be a good teacher.
Would you be so kind, Master Tolchinsky, to ask us a question?
It would mean so much to us. It's been so long since anyone has asked us a good school question. Oh, please.
Well, there are questions and there are questions. Would you like a question dealing with mathematics, or a question in science, or perhaps a philosophical question?
The first one sounds good. The philosophical one. Ask us that one.
Very well. What is the purpose of man's existence?
What a question, Nikolai. Did you ever hear such a beautiful question?
I'm speechless to think someone will ask us a question like that.
But are you interested in the answer?
No, not today, thank you. To be asked one question like that in a lifetime is more than we ever expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than we are.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Kolyenchikov.
I don't understand.
You would if you knew about the nurse.
Oh, you mean, Elena.
Oh, not the nurse, the hearse.
The hearse?
She means the purse.
What kind of purse?
The kind of purse that inflicts the wrath of God upon all the poor souls that are fortunate enough to be born in this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
Curse! That's what it is! I knew it sounded like that!
We were so close. So close.
What is this curse, Doctor?
Nikolai, bolt the door, draw the curtains.
I can't draw curtains. I can't
Never mind, lower your voice.
How low do you want my voice?
That's low enough. Go get the book. It's on the shelf. Young man, have you ever heard of the Curse of Kolyenchikov?
I can't say I have.
You can't say that? It's not that hard. Even Nikolai can say that.
Yes, I can say it. What is this curse?
200 years ago, a curse was put on this village that struck down every man, woman, child, and domestic animal, and their ancestors for generations to come, leaving them in this you'll find hard to believe. If no more intelligence than a book but a log.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are old wives' tales.
You're thinking of Noitchka. In Noitchka, all the old wives have tales. That was their curse. Ours is altogether different.
But where did this curse come from? And who would inflict such a cruel punishment on such a simple and peaceful village?
Who indeed? It's all documented in the Book of Curses. I thought you said you dusted this.
I did. I put dust on it yesterday.
Here, read it for yourself. The page is marked.
It's all stuck together.
Oh, we marked the pages with maple syrup.
Oh, read it to us.
On the morning of April 11th, in the year 1691, in the village of Kolyenchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
Whenever young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard this all before.
Oh, many times, but we never understand it. It's a very well thought out curse.
So what happens?
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Kazimir Yauskovich. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in the town, Mikhail Zubritsky.
Zubritsky. I've heard that name before.
I've seen it on a front door somewhere in this neighborhood.
It's on your front door. Your name is Zubritsky.
Wait a minute. That means
that the young man in the curse may possibly be related to our front door.
The young girl's name was Sophia Zubritsky. Oh, may I ask the name of your young daughter?
Sophia.
Sophia Zubritsky, the identical name of the girl in the curse over 200 years ago.
I don't believe it, unless her daughter has been lying about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When Sophia's educated father learned that young Casimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia ever to see young Casimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student, and that winter, distraught and despondent, Casimir took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yauskovich, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yauskovich, who caused people to tremble at the mentioning of his name.
Next time, don't mention his name.
Casimir's father, Vladimir So brought all of his wrath and fury down upon the village.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes!
A curse upon all who dwell in Kolyenchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zubritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by the ignorance that caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May her children be cursed as well, and may all their children for generations to come be cursed. May all who live in Kolyenchikov be born in ignorance and die in ignorance, unable to leave this cursed village.
That would explain why the train doesn't stop here.
Excuse me, but are you all right, Master Tolchinsky?
Yes, I was just thinking.
Nikolai, he was thinking.
He was thinking.
Oh, what's it like?
Thinking? You mean you don't know what thinking is?
I don't, and he certainly doesn't.
Thinking. It's the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
Decisions? No, I don't think we're capable of that.
But surely you know what you want.
Oh, dear God, yes. We desperately want you to help us. Not so much for us. We've already lived our lives, but for our sweet daughter, Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your Sophia because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
No, I don't think so. It just came out.
Out from your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of all thoughts. And if it's possible to have even one tiny, insignificant thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts into ideas, and ideas into creativity, and creativity into comprehension, and finally, supreme intelligence.
Would I be able to open up jars? Oh, I have terrible trouble opening up jars.
We will break this curse, I promise you, by the everyday, painstaking work of education. I should like to start by seeing your young daughter, Sophia.
Sophia?
Yes, it occurs to me that since the curse began with the Sophia Zubritsky over 200 years ago, then the key to destroying it must lie in her direct descendant. Can I see Sophia, please?
Not from here. She's up in her room. We'd have to send for her.
Please.
Remember, sweetheart, upstairs and to the left. You'll find her an utmost delicate and sensitive girl, not like the others in this village. She has so many interests, always occupied.
Occupied with what?
Well, she likes to do things, like touching things. Wood, paper, metal. She likes drinking water.
Oh.
May I present our daughter, Sophia Irina Elena Zubritsky. Sophia, this is the new schoolmaster, Master Tolchinsky.
Miss Zubritsky.
Schoolmaster!
Excuse me.
Do you know what he was doing, Sophia? He was thinking! Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Papa.
Mama, I am Mama, and he is Papa.
Won't you sit down, Miss Zubritsky?
Oh, wasn't that a beautiful sit?
Yes, very nice, lovely. Now, Miss Zubritsky, may I call you Sophia?
Sophia?
It's your name, sweetheart.
Say yes. Yes, you may call me Sophia.
Please, let's let the girl speak for herself. Would it please you if I called you Sophia?
Yes, you may call me Sophia.
Oh, there you are.
Please, it's very distracting to the girl's concentration. Now, Sophia, I have come a very long way to help you with your education, and I have every reason to believe that under ordinary circumstances, you are fully capable of being an extremely bright and intelligent young woman. But someone has put a cloud over these powers, and it is my intention to remove this cloud so that enlightenment can once again shine through those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes once again. But, we must get started, Sophia. Yes, I should like to start by asking you a few very simple questions. These won't be taxing, I promise you. I would never want to cause a furrow or a frown on that fair face. Now, Sophia, what is your favorite color?
I used to know that one.
My favorite color.
Yes, is it red or green or orange or any color at all? Which one is your favorite?
Why is he being so hard on her? This is not a university.
My favorite color
Yes?
is yellow.
Yellow! Her favorite color is yellow! Why, Sophia? Why is your favorite color yellow?
Oh, because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
I think she's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There is a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic completely escapes me right now doesn't alter the fact that she has something in mind. Now, Sophia, I'm going to ask you to do something quite simple. I'm going to ask you to make a wish. Do you know what a wish is?
Yes, a wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
Oh, well, I hope we could change all that. If you could wish for something that did come true, anything at all, what would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, Sophia, what would you wish for?
I would wish that I could fly like a bird, to soar over buildings and trees, to meet people in other villages, to know what the world was like, to know all the things that I shall never know because I must always remain here in this place.
Sophia, that is the most beautiful wish that I've ever heard. Don't you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to sever the chains that bind her to ignorance. She wants to grow, she wants to learn, she wants knowledge. And with every fiber of my being, to the very depths of my soul, I make this promise that I, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, shall make Sophia Zubritsky's wish come true.
If you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
Your daughter has such a sweet soul and such a pure heart. Not another moment shall be lost. I should like to start by seeing you at exactly 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, Sophia, what subject should we begin with?
I would like to begin with languages, I think.
Languages! Of course, even I should have thought of that. Which language should we begin with, Sophia?
Rabbit, I think.
Rabbit?
A very hard language, Rabbit. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
As long as she gets a few phrases, it's enough to begin with.
Am I through for the day?
Yes.
Then I shall go to my...
Watch how she gets up. You didn't see it, Sophia.
Please,
Do it again.
It's not necessary. She's already past getting up from chairs.
They're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I've never looked forward to a morning as much as tomorrow's.
Well, I think you are the most beautiful school teacher I have ever seen, Master Trotinsky.
She found the doorway. She found the doorway.
Oh, I've never seen Sophia so radiant. Nikolai, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think our Sophia has taken a liking to the new schoolmaster.
Dr. Zubritsky, if that is true, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
Spoken for.
Does she have any suitors? Any young men desperately in love with her?
We don't talk of such things.
Why not?
There is no one at all, not even she.
She?
She doesn't mean she means someone else who is not she.
There is someone. I must know. It's of the utmost importance to me.
If I tell you who she is, you must promise to never say it is I who told you it was she.
Yes, I promise.
Have you ever heard of Countess Gregora of Kolenchikov?
I can't say I have.
You can't say that? It's not that hard. Even Nikolai can say
Countess.
Yes, I can say it. Who is she?
She's one of them. The
one-
ones who put the purse on us.
You mean a Yavskevich?
that. The last of her line.
Tell me about her and Sophia.
She proposes marriage twice a day.
Twice a day?
6:15 in the morning, 7:20 in the evening.
She cares for Sophia that much?
She only cares about avenging her ancestors. If a Zubritsky marries a Yavskevich, they will be satisfied and the nurse will be over.
Does Sophia care for her?
She has resisted for many years, but she can't say no much longer. The poor girl wants to sleep in late one morning.
Tell me about this Countess Yalskovich.
She's like the rest of us.
You mean she is cursed as well?
She was born a Kalenchikov. She's not permitted to leave here either.
I see. If I have a rival, then I'm more determined than ever to break this curse. God bless you both for your faith in me. Tomorrow, the education of Sophia Zubritsky begins.
Wait, Master Tolchinsky, would
Yes?
you be so kind to ask us the question again? It makes us feel important.
Oh, certainly. What is the purpose of man's existence?
I'm all choked up again. I'm sorry I asked.
Wait, I think I know. I think I know the answer.
To the purpose of man's existence?
It's true. The first time I heard it, I didn't understand. I know all limitations, but oh God, I think I'm right.
What are you talking about?
What do you think the answer is, Doctor?
I think it's 12.
12.
Oh, it's wrong. I can tell by your face. 14.
I think you're missing the point.
It's under 100. I know that. Even I'm not that stupid. 86, 92.
Well, we'll discuss it when we get to philosophy. Don't think about it. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Well. 12. That is it. I am leaving now, so I'll say goodbye. I was going to stay and try to break the curse, but when she said 12, I knew it was time to go. What I must do now is try to forget Sophia. I must.
Schoolmaster!
Sophia, where are you?
Down here. I had to see you once more.
Without a wrap, in the cold night air, you'll come down with a chill.
Oh, I never catch colds.
You don't?
I mean, I've tried. I've just never learned how to do it.
Be grateful. Some things aren't worth knowing.
I do know that something happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. If only you knew me the way I might have been instead of the way I am.
But if you were not the way that you are, then I would not have come to help you become the way that you might have been. Oh, careful. You're beginning to think like her.
Could you ever care for someone that never became the way I might have been?
Could I ever care for someone who never became... I see what you mean. I see what you're getting at. Yes, I could. I would. I will. I do.
Is that rabbit you're speaking? It's hard to follow.
If it sounds like gibberish, it's because that's what you do to me, Sophia. When thoughts come from the heart, they sometimes trip over the tongue.
Then I must watch where I walk when you speak. I must go. Everything depends on tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then the tomorrow after tomorrow, and to all the tomorrows for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all rests on tomorrow. If we fail, we shall never see each other again.
Never see each other again? What do you mean?
Oh, I never know what I mean. I do have thoughts, but they seem to disappear whenever they reach my lips.
If I ever reach your lips, I would never disappear.
I really must go. I'm getting tired and I want to get to bed on time.
I know the dangers of loving such a simple soul. It would mean a lifetime of sweet, blissful passion and very short conversations at breakfast. I'd best find comfortable lodgings.
Was that you?
I beg your pardon?
Were you responsible for making that dreadful noise?
No, Schnetsky, that's thunder and lightning. It's caused from an extreme buildup of atmospheric pressure in the skies above.
Well, whoever did it is going to get Countess Yalskovich very angry at us.
Countess Yalskovich?
She's the one who lives on the big house on top of the hill. Every time she hears someone make that noise, she throws water down on us.
No, Schnetsky, that's rain. Rain.
It started! The revolution is here! Rise up and take arms, you huddled masses! The time for reckoning is here!
Brodsky, can we please go home?
I can hear the cannon! It's time! It's time for the revolution! Let us strike now with the confusion of the Countess throwing water on us with a hand!
Brodsky,
throws the water on us.
No, Yenchna, that's rain. It comes from a buildup of moisture in the clouds.
You can tell that to these fools, but I used to be a substitute teacher. Umbrella, umbrella.
What's going on? What's all the racket?
I knew it! I knew she would throw water down on us! Every time I wash my cow, you know she's going to throw water.
Michigan, by any chance, would you know the place to stay?
Oh, it's time for Countess Gregoire to propose again.
This could be the day! One yes from her and we could all be smart again!
But surely you wouldn't want Sophia to marry her.
Not unless you wanted to, but it would be nice to remember my first name.
But that's such a sacrifice to ask of Sophia. Surely you wouldn't ask that of her.
What kind of sacrifice? To live in a big castle on top of a hill, to eat little macaroons whenever you wanted, to have a maid brush your teeth in the morning.
But does she love her?
I beg your pardon?
Does she love her?
We don't have any.
You don't have any what?
Love. It's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
She'll be here any minute! Run, schoolmaster, run! She hates people around.
But Yenchna, is it true that there's no love in Klietchkov?
I wouldn't know. My late husband's been gone almost 14 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. That's a long time to be late. I wish she was dead.
I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. The prospect of losing Sophia terrifies me. I must eavesdrop.
Sophia, sweet Sophia, time to wake up, my pretty one. Time to get proposed to. She's asleep. Perhaps a pebble will waken her. Who did that? It is I, Countess Yaskovich. Good evening, ma'am. I've come to propose. Well, you're a little late. I've been married for almost 26 years.
Lenya!
Oh, what is it, Nikolai?
I need some bandages. My feet are bleeding. Who are you talking to?
Good evening, Mr. Zabitsky. It is I, Countess Yaskovich. I've come to propose to Sophia.
She's busy putting water on the drapes. They're on fire.
The drapes are on fire.
I had to light something. I couldn't find my candle.
Mama, what's going on?
Oh, did we wake you, darling?
No, I was reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy marrying into this family. Countess Yaskovich has come to propose to you. Go ahead, Countess Yaskovich. Can't we be alone? No, I think Sophia should hear this.
Oh my god, this is so romantic. I just wish my feet weren't bleeding.
I'm sorry, Countess. But marriage is a great step to take. And I do not wish to take it when I do not have the intelligence to know what I'm stepping into. Good night, ma'am. Good night, Papa. Good night, Mom.
Good night, darling. When you're done reading, put out the drapes.
I do not give up easily. I'll be back in the morning. Good night, Your Grace.
Good night, Grace.
Having them for in-laws is a curse worse than the curse.
Pray God it never happens.
Who said that? Who's there? Come out, I say.
Oh, excuse me. I was just passing by. If I may introduce myself,
I know who you are. You're the new schoolmaster who has come out with a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Kalenchikov.
As I have just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win over Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. The curse can only be broken if you can educate her, which you can't. Or if she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Why don't you chase after some other girl?
Because Sophia is beautiful. Have you seen the other people in this village?
For a woman with so much power, you seem to have an inordinate lack of self-esteem. I do feel sorry for you. Good day.
Not good day. One day.
I beg your pardon?
Were you not aware that after one short day, you have not succeeded to raise her intellect? You must be gone from our village. To remain 1 second past the allotted time, you will fall victim to the curse yourself.
I love that part.
I cannot believe such nonsense. Threaten me all you want, Countess, but I will never leave Kalienchikov. To be quite honest, I love Sophia Zubritsky.
Love? There is no love in Kalenchikov. It's part of the curse.
You mean Sophia will never be able to love me?
You have one day to find that out. One single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in a day.
I believe you're thinking of February, sir. Good night.
But is it true that if I fail to educate Sophia in just 24 hours, she will never be able to love me?
Leon,
Sophia, are you all right?
we must talk someplace where we will not be seen.
Yes, wherever you say.
Well, can you meet me here?
Yes, when?
Now.
Now? Certainly.
Hurry, Leon, hurry. It's of the utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Countess, and Leon, I cannot be taught. You must leave Kalienchikov at once.
Never without you.
Then take me with you tonight.
But the curse.
It cannot be broken. We could live in the swamp and eat old round roots, and I will grow old and ugly and more ignorant and more stupid and never love you, but at least we'll be together.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
Then we are lost.
No, Sophia, I will break this curse. Tomorrow, you'll see.
Oh, Leon, I wish I could love you.
You will, tomorrow. I promise you.
I could endure 100,000 years of curses to know the feeling of loving you for just one day. Good night, Leon. May God bless you and keep you.
Can you believe her? She has not to be loved, but to know what it feels like to give her love to another. I think I've wandered into a very special place. I love Slovich, I love Mishkin, I love Yenchna, I love all of them. And yes, even Countess Grigora. God give me the strength to break this curse. Oh, and as for all of you, I urge you to give the matter a little bit of thought yourselves. You are, after all, sitting within the bounds of Kalienchikov.
Well, how would I know?
We'll see if there's anything in the paper.
Good idea. It rained last night.
You learned to read?
No, I can feel the paper. It's damp.
Well, maybe your dog did that.
No, he's housebroken. He only does it inside. What's up with Michigan?
Nothing. It's his footprints.
There's something wrong with his footprints.
Yes, they're everywhere. Every time the Countess throws water on us, Michigan gets mud all over his shoes, and then tracks them into our houses while they're delivering the mail.
So, how's the new system working?
I'll see for yourself. We have mud up to our shins, but look at Michigan's boots, spotless.
I've got some nice letters for you, Slovich.
Thank you. Just leave them on the counter.
Ladies?
Don't worry, Michigan didn't leave a single footprint. Where to next?
I don't know. Slovich, do you want some mail?
Didn't you already get some?
I mean, Snetchki, sorry.
Only if you have some good news.
I've got some. Yenchna's sister had a baby.
She did? Lovely. Leave it on my counter, will you?
To Snetskis!
Anything yet? Are we any smarter now?
Too soon to tell, but I think they've given the entire postal system an uplift.
Knowledge.
It's a beautiful thing.
Dear God, does anyone have the time?
For you, my friend, will make time.
How can we help you?
The time. My watch has stopped. I'm afraid I overslept.
Oh, she's not asking if we have the time. She's asking us if we have the time.
Dear God, how on earth did you two tell time before I arrived?
Oh, my friend Augusta here and I fashioned a beautiful sundial.
And we placed it promptly in the center of town.
It worked
perfectly.
Anyone could easily wake up and see what time it was.
The only problem was when the Countess threw water on us.
The water got all over our sundial and made it wet.
And we hated seeing our work getting all soggy.
So we built a small shed over it to protect it from the Countess's water.
But soon after, it stopped to work. The Countess must have put a curse on our sundial.
The Countess is simply heartless.
Cruel.
So we tore down the sundial and the shed and replaced it with the town clock.
The clock, it's working, it's running, it's 8 o'clock.
Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Well, open it, open it. It must be the new school teacher. Leon, time to wake up. Give yourself a nudge. The other way.
Do you know what time it is?
8:45.
8:15?
10:20?
7:22?
We don't have a clock. Pick anyone you'd like. 11:40, 7:50.
You don't understand. The Countess said that I only had 24 hours to break the curse from when I arrived here in Polyanchikov. It's 8 o'clock now, and I arrived yesterday at 9 o'clock. That leaves me 1 hour to break the curse. It doesn't even leave me 1 hour. I've just wasted an entire minute telling you how much time I haven't got left.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, school teacher.
He got all three right. This is going to be his day, I know it.
And looking more handsome than ever.
Where shall we sit?
Doctor, with all due respect, I need Leon's full concentration this morning. I'm going to have to ask the parents to leave the room.
Oh, by all means. We'll see that you're not disturbed.
Goodbye, my little angel.
Do as the schoolmaster tells you.
We'll be praying for you every minute.
If you succeed, let us know by rapping on the window 7 times.
Followed by 6 times slowly.
If you fail to succeed, let us know by rapping on the window 7 times quickly.
Followed by 3 times slowly.
And if you want one,
Will you please leave?
We're going.
Something's not right. I can feel it in my bones.
They can hear you. Lower your voice.
Why do you look so much taller than me?
Leon, last night I decided that the task before us is one step beyond impossible. I knew that I would fail and that I would have to leave Polyanchikov like all those who have failed before me. But today, looking into your eyes, I know there's no life for me without you. Therefore, we must not think of failure. We cannot afford to despair. Only a miracle can save us, Leon, and we must try to make that miracle happen.
What's a miracle?
A miracle is a wish that God makes. You are a miracle, Leon.
You mean God wished for me?
In one of his most sublime moments. We must hurry, Leon. This is a primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very small children very simple problems in arithmetic.
Do you think it's too advanced for me?
I don't think so, Leon. We can't go back any further than this book. Now, let us begin. 1 is the figure, the word, the symbol for one single item. 1 finger, 1 Leon, 1 Sophia, 1 book. Now then, I am holding up 1 finger. Now I'm holding up a second finger. 1 plus 1 is 2. Would you repeat that for me, Leon?
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes, wonderful. We're making headway. Slow, invisible headway. I'm very, very proud of you. Are we ready to go on?
Yes. History, please. I hope I can master it as well as I have mathematics.
Well, I honestly don't think we've quite mastered mathematics yet. There are problems that could come up. Let us continue. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Am I done with 1 plus 1 yet?
You are if you remember the answer.
I mean, I remember it before. Is it necessary for me to remember it again?
Of course it's necessary for you to remember it again. It's necessary for you to remember it for always.
You mean you'll always be asking me what 1 plus 1 is?
No, once you tell me, we can move on to other things, like 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3. But if you can't remember the answer to 1 plus 1, then the answer to 1 plus 2 is meaningless.
Do you know how much 1 plus 1 is?
Certainly.
Then why is it necessary for me to know? Certainly, if you have such esteem and affection for me, you'll tell me the answer whenever I ask
I
you.
won't always be around to tell you. You have to know for yourself.
in case other people ask you.
No one here asks questions like that. And even if they did, they didn't know if it was the right answer or not.
That's because they're cursed with ignorance, and we are trying to lift that by debilitating affliction.
You're getting angry with me. What's the point of being educated if you get angry? When you didn't say such things, you always said the loveliest things to me. Is this what it's like to be intelligent?
No, Leon, it is I who am not being intelligent. It's frustration and impatience that drive to such crude behavior. Let us start from the beginning again. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
No, don't repeat the word repeat. Repeat the part before I say repeat. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
What were you like as a little girl?
What was I like as a little girl?
You're shouting again.
I was inquisitive, probing, wondering why we were put on this earth and what the purpose of man's existence was.
The purpose of man's existence.
Leon, you must stop asking me questions. Our time is nearly gone.
Then how am I to learn?
You must answer what I ask you, not what you want me to answer.
Then I will learn only what you want me to know. Why can't I learn what I want to know?
Because what you want to know is of no practical value. What I want to teach you is acceptable knowledge.
Is knowing what you were like as a little girl not acceptable knowledge?
Of course not. It's of no significance at all.
Well, it's much more interesting than which is significant.
But I'm not trying to interest you. I'm trying to educate you.
I know. While you failed to educate me, you never failed to interest me. I find that very significant.
Let's try it one more time.
He must be speaking rather like a bunny by now.
I would have guessed my own son, fluent in a foreign language.
What's going on? Why are you spying into your own house?
It's Sophia, the new school teacher, is teaching Leon.
This calls for a celebration. Butcher, go to your shop and fetch me the finest cut of meat you have. We'll have a celebration for everyone.
Well, I have a beautiful cut of beef in the shop. It's finely marbled with lovely white fat.
Well, if the fat is so lovely, then bring me a few pounds of that instead.
Well, only the best for you. I have some fat in the shop that is pure and sweet as olive oil.
Well, if this olive oil is so amazing, then bring me a couple gallons of that.
Only the best for you. I have some olive oil in the shop that is pure and clear as water.
Sold? If this water is so great, bring me that instead.
Oh, look! Our son is doing gymnastics now.
I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
Quiet, please. This is a school zone.
But it's marked urgent, so I only went to 2 wrong houses.
Can't you see they're busy? Just come back later.
I don't like the way it's going. I just don't like the way it's going.
Well, let us pray. Let us pray to God that this girl will be the one who will deliver us from bondage. Religious on this side, semi-religious on the other. Oh, quiet everyone! She has something to say. Oh, please, God, let this be the answer to our prayers. So, is my son, empty or full?
He is the same as always. And I only have moments to ask this, so I must ask quickly. I'm asking for Leon's hand in marriage. I ask this while I still love Leon, as in a few minutes I might not know the meaning of that word. I hope that by the time the clock strikes 9, you have an answer for me.
She's a nice young girl. What do you think, Nikolai?
If she can't break a simple curse, how is she gonna put bread on the table?
And what about Tremble? Who? Tremble, up on the hill?
Yeah, Michigan's right. She would never permit such a marriage.
But it's true, if a Kalenchikovite marries an outsider, he or she can take them out of this town. It was added to the curse 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was added to make it more interesting.
You would never see your daughter again, but you would know she was getting smarter every day.
Well, give it, Doctor. Give her your permission.
And if you don't give it to her, give it to me.
Well, this is a decision, and I can't make decisions, so let's leave it to God. Let's let God make the decision.
Amen.
Oh, woman. Sophia, what are you doing?
Having my last pleasurable moment of reason.
So I was right. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
I'm sorry, Leon, that I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes, but I will not leave you. I will remain here, not basking in the light of your beauty, but cowering in the darkness of my own ignorance. For that is the measure of my esteem and affection for you.
Sophia, I would do anything to save you from this calamity. Anything. Run! Run! Go, Sophia. You go on to love other boys in other villages.
No, Leon. Listen to me and remember what I say forever. I love you with all my heart. Listen, the church bell! The way I gaze into your eyes as I do now.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Her last chance to learn. I may never say these words again. Savor it. Keep the feeling of what I say.
Oh God, oh God. Oh, I'm scared too.
All the love I would have given you in a lifetime has to be compressed into this final instant.
Wife, quickly, give them permission to marry.
Oh, Leon, I did not love you long, but I loved you well.
I'll do it. I'll go in there and I'll tell them right now.
Tell everyone in Kolyenchikov that 9 o'clock and all is well.
Mama, Papa, everyone, listen. Sophia has something to say.
Yes, but you said that we should all listen.
Oh no.
She's got a look on her face I've seen before. It's the same look that you've got on your face.
No, I mean, we would all listen to what you have to say.
Oh, I see. Thank you. I actually don't have much to say.
There's no fool like a new fool. Young girl, would you still like to marry my son?
Marry your son? Oh no, you do me too great an honor.
I knew she'd never make it when she bought that white fish from me.
All right, move along. We've all seen a nude ninny poop before. Come on, move along. Oh, and if you ever want this urgent letter, but I guess nothing in your life's urgent anymore.
Me and Darling, go to the garden and plant some vegetables. We'll have salad for dinner tonight.
So, what are your plans now that it's all fallen apart from the top?
I don't know. This absence of thought is going to take some getting used to.
Well, you know, I suggest you go into politics. You seem very well suited for that.
Oh no, this is an old suit. If I went into politics, I think I would need all new clothes.
You know, this is just one doctor's opinion, but when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse. Don't stay up too late. I want you to go upstairs later and take the canary for a walk.
I'm sorry, Leon. Were we in the middle of a lesson or something when the clock began to chime?
Yes, you said that you loved me, and I should remember it forever, because you may not ever love me again. Do you not love me now, Sophia?
I'm not quite sure I know the meaning of that word. Perhaps if you told me you loved me, would you like to?
With all my heart.
Oh, Leon, look at me and tell me what you see.
I see the person I love right in the middle of town.
No, Leon, you see a woman of intellect and inspired by love. I'm not stupid. I still have my intelligence. I only pretended to be stupid.
You pretended to be stupid?
Yep.
Well, that doesn't sound very intelligent to me.
It will soon. I promise. I was plenty worried, I'd admit, when the clock struck 9, but when nothing happened, I realized that Kolyenchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted. I realized that you can only be cursed unless you permit yourself to be cursed. Now do you understand?
Everything but the explanation.
Think about it this way. If someone was brought up told they were a naughty child, they would grow up thinking they're a worthless human being. You were brought up told you were stupid. Now do you understand?
Not as well as before.
I know you won't understand unless you've been shown. The wedding will take place tomorrow. Do you understand? I came up with a plan.
What is it?
You will marry Yaskovich.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
I don't mean Countess Grigora.
Oh, thank God. You got me scared half to death.
You will marry me, Leon. I will be a Yaskovich. Now do you understand?
Don't ask me that question anymore.
There will be a wedding. Tomorrow.
Oh, great. I'm going to clear my mind full of everything to get ready for all the intelligence coming in. I love rearranging things.
I must find Countess Yaskovich.
Was she just talking about me? You like her, don't you? People would applaud when I come on. Gregora! 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 Yeah! Go, Gregor! You get that, dumb boy! I can have a nice, steady job. Have 3 kids. We're not bratty. No, I can rub the other mom's smug faces. I'll always complain about my life over mimosas with my, what's that word? Friends. No, that doesn't sound right. But in reality, I'll truly be happy. You're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those 2 kids together. Well, I hope it's raining when you leave here.
Oh, good day, Countess Yaskevich. You remember me? Something Tolchinsky.
Listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
I couldn't help overhearing, but even though I've lost most of my intelligence...
All of it?
All of it. I'm not without some feeling. It pains me to hear that being disliked makes you so unhappy.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. You don't like me either, do you?
I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
No, not much.
You see?
It's because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I was brought up that way, I guess. My father taught me since I was a little girl, if you would hold your power over these people, you must never be nice to them. You must always make them fear and trouble.
Did you like your father?
Oh, he was, right, I guess.
You didn't like him, did you?
Don't tell anyone. When I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
Then there it is. The answer to being liked is to do something redeeming. Isn't there anything good you could do for this village?
You mean like a barbecue?
Well, that's a start, but I was thinking something on a much grander scale. Like lifting the curse.
How can I? The curse won't be broken unless Leon marries me.
Or another Yaskevich.
There is none. I'm the last of the line.
Unless you had a kid.
A kid? But I'm not even married. I may be a villain, but I don't fool around.
You don't have to be married to have a kid. You can adopt one.
Adopt a kid? Who?
Me?
You?
I'm single, available, ready, and willing. I'm not very smart, but I could be.
I've always wanted a daughter. Someone I could take on shopping sprees.
I never really had a mom.
Oh, my girl Sophia, I'd spoil you like anything.
That's okay, Mom.
Then people would like me, wouldn't they?
They do already. Look, even there.
Oh my god, I see! Oh, thank you! You have no idea what this means to me.
Then let's go notify Leon's family and sign the adoption papers.
Let me just see them smile at me once again. Ready? Gregora! Yeah! We'll work on that. How about we all have lunch together next week? In the meantime, you're all invited to my daughter's wedding. The first thing I'm going to do is get your dress tailored.
Doesn't Mrs. Zabrinsky just look so beautiful?
Isn't it bad luck for the mother of the bride to see the postman before the wedding?
Hi, Michigan Yenchna Slowich.
The day is finally here. Today, the wedding.
Tomorrow, the marriage is lifted.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ears.
What's that you have?
Our gift to the couple.
A spoon.
Not just any spoon.
A magic spoon.
It makes potato pancakes out of thin air.
Ridiculous.
It's true.
Then show us.
We can't very well show you here. We don't even have a bowl.
Start making potato pancakes all over the street.
Then Slovich, go into your shop and bring us a bowl.
This spoon doesn't just make potato pancakes out of thin air.
It makes the best potato pancakes out of thin air.
Of course, some people like salt and pepper on their pancakes.
Of course, salt and pepper is the best.
Bring us some salt and pepper, please, Slovich. I don't see anything at all.
1 second. Miracles can't be hard. Exactly.
Of course, some people like onions in their potato pancakes.
Of course they do.
Onions are the best in potato pancakes. Go into your shop and bring us an onion.
Finely chopped and hurry.
Of course, an egg or two helps hold the pancake shape together.
Of course it does. You don't want it falling apart on your plate.
And a couple of eggs, Slovich.
I've even heard of people who grate potatoes and put it on their potato pancakes.
That's true. That's how my mother taught me.
And grate some potatoes, Slovich.
I still don't see anything. Don't rush it, Yanshna. You'll ruin the magic.
Here, I brought the eggs.
Throw it in.
And the onions.
Throw it in. What do you think? I think it's getting thicker.
Oh my, look at that. A miracle.
We told you, didn't we?
It happens every time.
There you have it. Potato pancakes ready to be cooked.
And all because of that magic spoon. Why didn't I think of that?
And you're giving such a miraculous gift to the couple?
The least we can do. After all, think about what they might give us.
Potato pancakes for the wedding feast?
What's that you're bringing them? They're bringing them a magic spoon. What about you, Trotsky?
I'm getting them salt and bread. The bread I have, but I was running low on salt. So I took all the salt I had and planted it in the most fertile part of my garden. I should have a fine crop of salt any day now.
This is all so exciting.
So rich.
This is it. After 200 years, the curse will finally be gone.
I just had a terrible thought.
What's that?
Suppose they lift the curse, and I find out I was really dumb in the first place.
They're coming, they're coming, they're coming! Quiet! Everyone, I have a sponge cake in the oven.
Remember, if I still appear to be stupid, it's all part of the plan.
You must be very proud of her.
She's been my daughter for 10 minutes, and she's never given me a moment of trouble.
Oh, here he comes. I've known him since he was 2.
He must give me his change of address. We are gathered here today, dear friends, to witness of the joining of these two souls, but it is only to the benevolence of Countess Grigora.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much!
Will the bride step forward?
That's you, my daughter.
And will the groom step forward? Who giveth away this groom?
I giveth away this groom.
Why do you giveth away this groom?
Because she asketh me for him, and I noddeth my head, and she taketh him.
Do you, Sophia, take Leon to have and to hold from this day on?
I have.
No, I do.
You do.
No, you do.
She will. She does. Say it. She will. She does. I said it. I do. Just say I do. My mom says I do. I'm beginning to hate this curse. I swear to God.
And do you, Leon, take Sophia in sickness and in health from this day on?
I do.
With a brain like that, he could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it. The ring that Kazimira Yauskovich was going to place on the young Leon's finger 200 years ago.
What an onion!
Place the ring on his finger. Now repeat after me, please. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed!
No, just the bride and the groom, thank you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Now, before I can pronounce this holy union, is there any among you who have any cause or reason why these two should not be married? Then with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of the village of Kalendikov, I now pronounce thee...
Well, maybe there's one tiny little thing.
You have an objection to this marriage.
You bet I have. This girl is not my daughter.
What are you talking about, Mom?
Do you think I'm crazy? Why should I give up an adorable bundle of noodle brains like his?
But the adoption papers...
They're false! You trusted me so much you didn't even read them. Here are the documents as proof. According to these papers, we are not a mother and daughter. We are no longer married. I did not adopt her. I divorced her.
Dear God, my son almost married a divorced woman.
Sophia, is this part of the plan?
No, I'm sorry, Leon.
But fear not, dear friends. I may be a venomously treacherous snake, but
that's given must be honored.
That is the law. I wrote it myself.
It's true. I even voted for it.
And I am the only true Yaskevich here.
Sophia, will you not object to this marriage?
What can I do? I'm helpless.
Come on. Let's get it over with. There's been a hotel room booked for this honeymoon for 200 years.
I'm sorry, Leon. With all my heart, truly sorry.
Do you, Countess Gregora?
We heard that part. We did that. I do. Ask him. He's the one.
Do you, Leon, take Countess Gregora in sickness and in health from this day on?
Goodbye, Sophia. Goodbye forever. I do.
Then with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of
You
the
didn't
village-
say the other part.
What other part?
The part if anybody objects, and I object.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that I haven't received my urgent letter yet.
What kind of grounds is that?
It's true. I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
It's from my uncle and sole remaining relative. He's just died.
Finish the ceremony while she's reading the letter.
I can't do it. It's against the law.
It's true, I even voted for it. Leaving me nothing but all his debts.
When you're going downhill, it gets faster at the bottom.
He says that he blames all his misfortunes on his selfish, distant relatives, and that even changing his name to Tolchinsky never helped him escape destiny's finger.
What was his name before Tolchinsky?
Yaskevich.
Those distant relatives will haunt you every time.
Sophia, do you know what this means?
No, what?
She'll know in a minute. Now, take your place next to my son. This time, he's gonna marry the right one.
Do you, Sophia?
I do.
And do you, Leon?
I do.
Before I can pronounce this holy union, does anyone object?
No
one objects.
Going once, going twice, going 3 times. I now pronounce thee man and wife.
I have never heard a sound like that in all my life.
It felt as though my head had cracked open.
Like what?
Like my head had cracked open. I'm afraid to ask it.
Go ahead, ask it.
But what if we're wrong?
And what if we're right? Go ahead, ask it.
Dog.
Dog. D-O-G. Dog.
Cat?
Cat. C-A-T. Cat.
Oh my god, it's a miracle.
Miracle. M-I-R-A-C-L-E. Miracle.
Yinchna, 7 and 5.
12.
And 12.
24.
And 48.
92.
Name 5 world capitals. Athens, Bucharest, Cairo, London, and you can do it. Constantinople.
Lenya, I feel funny. Weak in the knees.
It's all right, my dear. It's just your blood pulsating from the excitement. It can cause the adrenal cortex glands to oversecrete, resulting in a sudden rush to the head.
I never knew you such a brilliant doctor.
I worry about you, my dear, because I love you.
And I love you too, Lenya. Even when I couldn't say it, in my heart, I always knew I loved you.
Here's the thought. To ensure all healthcare professionals everywhere can provide constant, high-quality care, we create some kind of national organization of schools which teach only the most state-of-the-art techniques to those who want to enter the profession.
Socialize the entire healthcare system.
Everyone would have the right to free quality care.
Nah.
All right, how about this? We create a system where people pay some money every month in case they get sick, like some kind of medical insurance.
I'm liking this already.
Leon, are you now as you were before I came?
I'm more than I've ever been or dreamed could be possible. I love you, Sophia.
I adore you, Leon.
It was your courage that won over ignorance.
No, Leon, it was your true heart and trusting soul, not my puny efforts.
I don't wish to argue the point, but I wouldn't have ever trusted you if I couldn't sense you were so kind and caring and unselfish.
Well, maybe I wasn't as unselfish as...
I think you just allow me room to express my own views. Aww, our first fight.
It's over. The curse is finally over.
Say for yourself, Countess Gregora.
my money and land. You can never go wrong with real estate.
It depends, of course, on the political situation. With a czarist government, land reform can be a very difficult issue.
Such brilliant conversation! All my power over them is gone!
Power is a useless weapon over the enlightened, Countess Fergora.
She's behind you, Trotsky.
Ah, yes. Our eyes have been opened. Now we are all equal citizens. Power resides in the will of the people. Come on, Trotsky, I'll help you get home.
Is there any of Cousin's potato pancakes been cooked yet?
No? Well, school teacher, you got your wish.
Yes, and what about you? What are your plans that, well, you're smart?
Well, thanks to you, I'm probably gonna have to work for a living. Well, my cousin, my congratulations. I wish you a long and happy marriage.
And I wish the same good fortune of you.
Please! I've been cursed once in my life already. I know when I'm well off.
When you think of it, it's not such a bizarre story after all. Be honest, haven't you all met someone from a place like Kolyenchikov? An aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, your teacher? Though after the curse was lifted, we became like any other small village or town in any other part of the world, susceptible to all the ups and downs of normal life. Mishkin, for example. Mishkin wrote a 600-page novel about the curse of Kolyenchikov, but it got lost in the mail.
Yanchna, a shrewd businesswoman, put all her money into real estate and now owns 17 houses in Kolyenchikov, including Countess Grigora's. For future investment, she bought land in 6 different villages that had curses on them.
Sovich bought 4 butcher shops in a village that only really needed one, going bankrupt in the first month, confirming her worst fear that with or without a curse, she didn't have much brains.
Schnetsky realized that she had named her sheep after herself. So Elena Lebedov-Schnetsky found her sheep, gathered her wool, and became a wealthy philanthropist.
The former schoolmasters, Tig and Tok, opened an exclusive private school on the east side of Kolyenchikov. And despite filling their campus with the most up-to-date temporal measuring devices, no one ever seemed to make it to class on time.
Trotsky eventually wrote down all of her ideas in her People's Manifesto. She later sold her writings to a young radical from Kiev for a handsome bit of change. Now she lives comfortably in the only house in Kolyenchikov with indoor plumbing and a 2-horse garage.
Elena, the nurse, gave up on her plans to create an organized healthcare system. The idea of insurance companies dictating every procedure a doctor could make seemed unworkable, even in a country as backwards as Russia. So she settled down with Trotsky and continued to steer her in the right direction.
Countess Grigora eventually realized that despite all her father had taught her, she was lovable. People could care about her. She wasn't mean and cruel-spirited by nature, though she still took great pleasure throwing water on the villagers when they got too noisy.
My dear mother-in-law,
Dr. Zubritsky became one of the finest doctors in all of Russia. She became the personal physician to the royal family and was recently elected into the Academy of Sciences. Her husband sees her by appointment only.
And Nikolai Zubritsky still can't draw curtains.
as for Leon, he was and still is a miracle. Not that we don't have our differences, and not that all of our days are blissfully happy, but he has an intelligence that cannot be found in books. He has in turn become my teacher. As for myself, I continued teaching the unenlightened, because after all, there are so many Kolyenchikovs in this world.